One thing I've realized in this journey is that many of us first generational homeschooling mamas have no idea what we're doing. We don't have a model to follow. We don't have someone to show us exactly how it's done. We are learning as we go through trial and error, a lot of prayers, and truthfully, a whole lot of tears along the way. So today I'm sharing with you guys 8 things that we do not do in our homeschool. Welcome back, friends. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and I am a homeschooling mama to 4 kiddos ages 13 all the way down to my soon-to-be 1-year-old. We are a first generation homeschool family and we are entering our 4th year of homeschooling. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you guys through 8 things that we do not do in our homeschool. Number 1, and probably the most important one to me, is that we do not let the opinions of others run our homeschool. So I don't know about you guys, but when I let my family know that I was pulling my kids out of public school to homeschool them, they did not take that lightly and they didn't keep their opinions to themselves either. I got so much backlash, and we are 4 years in, and even now, some of them have come around. Others still ask me if my daughter's going to regular school next year since she's going into high school. Now, at first, yes, it did bother me a lot, and I've questioned myself so many times if this was the right decision for me. This is something completely new. Nobody in my family has seen homeschooling before. I've never experienced it, so everything is new to all of us. And I've questioned my decision if this was the right thing to do. We are 4 years in, and I finally feel confident enough in what we're doing. I see the difference in our whole family. I see the difference and the growth in my kids for me to be able to block those opinions out and continue on with what we're doing. Would it be great to have that support system? Absolutely. Will I change my mind because of the lack thereof? Probably not. Number 2, comparing our homeschool to others. In the world of Instagram and even here on YouTube, it can be so easy for us to doom scroll and fall into that comparison trap. But here is what I've learned. I cannot compare my homeschooling journey with somebody who has been doing this for years, somebody who has started from day one, or even somebody who has generations and generations of homeschoolers under their belt. The thing that I have learned is that homeschooling is extremely personal. It is going to look different from family to family and even from kid to kid. So you cannot compare the two, and that's honestly the beauty of it. I fell under that trap too. I would doom scroll on Instagram and I would see all of these beautiful setup, the manipulatives, the beautiful sensory bins, and I bought some of those things, and those things are now sitting in our attic collecting dust because it just didn't work for my kids. So what we do now is that we focus on figuring out what works for us. Our homeschool is not gonna look like your homeschool, and that's amazing and I love it. Number 3, stress over every little gap. So one of the reasons that we decided to pull our kids out of public school to begin with was because my oldest was really behind. Now I am talking years behind in her academics. And yes, we were able to get her caught up in some areas, but there's still some gaps there. And guess what? There's going to be gaps everywhere, no matter where you go. There are gaps with kids that are in public school, there are gaps with kids that are in private school, and there are going to be gaps with kids that are in public school. It's going to happen. But here's the beauty of homeschooling. I am focused on teaching my kids how to learn, not so much on what they are learning. We are working on just creating that love of learning in our homeschooling, and they will eventually catch up. So do not stress the little things. There's going to be plenty of other things for you to stress about. So if gaps is one of them, let it go. Number 4, we do not do school 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. We build our schedule around a 4-day schedule, and we also homeschool year round. That way, if we need to miss a few days here and there, it doesn't throw everything off. I also teach at a co-op 1 day a week, so that's usually our off day. It's because I like to be there with my kids in order to make sure that they're doing what they need to do. And with us having that 4 day, it gives us that little wiggle room. Number 5, we do not stick with a curriculum just because we bought it. This is a big one, and like I said in the beginning, homeschooling requires a lot of trial and error, and that includes your curriculum. You may think that you have finally found the perfect one. This is gonna be great and amazing for your kids. You finally pulled the switch and bought everything that they need, and 2 or 3 months in, you are seeing that that actually is not working. My kid is stressed out. This specific type of learning style is just not it. So you need to pivot. It is okay to stop a curriculum if you see that it is not working. Of course, I always give a curriculum a fair chance. I do not want my kids to get used to thinking that they can just give up on something when it gets hard. So I do make sure that they stick to something for a few months so that I'm able to see, okay, is this a matter of them just needing some time to learn this type of curriculum and be able to get used to it? Or is this really the type that it's just not working for their learning style? If it is causing more stress on you and your child than it is being productive and teaching them something, then maybe it's time to reconsider switching over to something else. And that leads us to number 6. Number 6, we do not box ourselves into a specific curriculum or style of learning. I would consider us to be somewhat of an eclectic homeschoolers. I am moving more towards a Charlotte Mason style of learning. If you watched any of my previous videos, we are currently doing Amplify Online, which is a fully Charlotte Mason style curriculum. However, I still pull different things from different places. My kids are still using workbooks for some subjects because that is what works for them. So even though you as a parent might feel more comfortable with a certain style of learning, that doesn't necessarily transfer over to your kids. So we are trying out Amplify and we will see how that goes. I am enjoying it. I do have a kid or two who constantly complains because they are not used to the readings and they're finding it a little bit challenging. So we will see how it goes. Like I said, I give curriculums a fair chance to see how it works for our family. However, we do not get boxed in. If something is not working after trying it for a while, it's okay to pivot. Number 7, feeling guilty about saying no. The pressure to join every single activity that pops up is very real. The guilt that you feel as a mom to make sure that your kid is checking off all those little socialization boxes is very real. However, you don't want to say yes to everything, that your schedule is so jam-packed that your kids don't even have a chance to just breathe by themselves. So us personally, we're homebodies and my kids are homebodies. If you were to ask my daughter at any given moment if she would rather go to so-and-so or stay home, she is going to tell you that she wants to stay home. So for us, we have to find that balance of, in our case, kind of forcing our kids to go outside and do some activities and staying home. So it is okay to say yes to some of the activities, and it is also okay to say no. Sometimes just being at home and having a laid back day and enjoying your peace is so much more beneficial to your family than going outside and forcing everyone to do something that they probably don't want to do anyways. And number 8, pretend like I know what I'm doing. I don't. And I can tell you that that is 100% okay. As scary as it is going into new territory, I find so much joy learning right along with my kids. And I will tell you this, just like they say they don't give you a manual to raise on how to raise your kid, the same exact thing goes with homeschooling. You could have 7 years of experience homeschooling your first, and then boom, now you have a second child and you're starting to homeschool them, and they are completely different from your first. Now, everything that you learned on how to homeschool your first, you have to do something completely different for your second. I feel like you are going, it doesn't matter how many years of experience you have, you're still going to be learning new things every single day. And like I said at the beginning of this video, none of us know what we are doing, and that is okay. That is the beauty of this crazy mess, and I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything in this world. I hope that you enjoyed this video and got some encouragement from it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're new here and you're looking for more encouragement and tools to bring peace into your homeschooling days, head on over to Rooted in Thriving Mama. That's where I keep all my journals, planners, and faith-based tools designed for mamas just like us. As always, friends, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys, bye everyone.